Hello everyone and my name is Abhinav and आज हमारे साथ चित्रांश अग्निहोत्री हैं and so we welcome you चित्रांश। चित्रांश ने NPCIL कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंड मटेरियल मैनेजमेंट का जो एग्जाम है उसे क्लियर किया है, रिटन एग्जाम क्लियर किया है एंड सो चित्रांश, हाउ डज इट फील एग्जाम देके आपको कैसा लग रहा है?
So it feels great that your preparation pays you well and you score a decent mark to qualify for the interview. So yeah, these small wins help you to gain confidence and boost your prep for your second stages, the further stages. So this is not the end. We have to be on our toes for the interview stage. But yes, it feels good and brings confidence in you if you clear such written exams at national
नहीं
level.
नहीं, डेफिनेटली आपने बड़ा अच्छा पॉइंट
Yeah.
उठाया कि अगर आप नेशनल लेवल पे कोई भी रिटन एग्जाम निकालते हैं डेफिनेटली आपको वो कॉन्फिडेंस देता है, क्योंकि एक मेहनत के बाद, एक
Yeah.
जर्नी के बाद आप उस स्टेट तक पहुंचे हैं। चितांश, विल स्टार्ट विद योर बैकग्राउंड कि आप
Yeah.
कहाँ के रहने वाले हैं एंड व्हाट वर योर चॉइसेस व्हेन इट कम्स टू द एजुकेशन क्वालिफिकेशन एंड देन वर्किंग
Okay.
आल्सो।
Okay, so basically, I'm a native of Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. I did
ओके।
my primary schooling from Kanpur itself.
हम्म।
Post that, I gave JE and pursued my engineering in electrical from NIT Raipur.
हम्म।
Then during the college days, I decided to prepare for CAT, pursue my MBA. So
हम्म।
I gave CAT, got decent scores, and then I did my MBA in
हम्म।
operations.
हम्म।
Basically, it was a general MBA program
हम्म।
from IIM Indore. In
हम्म।
that program, I selected my electives. We have an option to select our electives,
हम्म।
of which we want to study. So I selected subjects like in ops domain, like operations management,
हम्म।
supply chain management, logistic
हम्म।
management, inventory management, all those things.
हम्म।
Suppose that I got placed at Amazon, and
हम्म।
currently I am handling the customer returns charter for all India operations.
हम्म।
So currently I am posted at Amazon at the headquarters, Bangalore.
हम्म।
So this is my rough
हम्म।
background, educational background, and my
हम्म।
experience.
हम्म।
And during my Amazon days, only one of my friends recommended me
हम्म।
that actually in between I was wanting to give some government exams, wanted to
हम्म।
try that sector as well because
हम्म।
right now I'm in private sector.
हम्म।
So one of my friend recommended, he got to know from some LinkedIn post that this type of exam is coming. So
हम्म।
I researched about that, and my field was also in that contracts and material management in ops domain.
हम्म।
So I tried to give a shot because I was just passed out in 2025 from Amandor. So
हम्म।
basic, all the theory part was in my mind. I just have to refurbish it.
हम्म।
So in that sense, I then started my preparation
हम्म।
in from November as
हम्म।
the notification came out.
हम्म।
Then post that I gave my written examination,
हम्म।
and then today I'm with you interviewing.
या सो ग्रेट। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक टू हाईलाइट दिस दैट आपका जो बैकग्राउंड है इट इज रियली सॉलिड इन द टर्म्स ऑफ जो भी
Yeah,
इंस्टीट्यूशन से आपने तैयारी पढ़ाई करी। आई एम श्योर के देयर देयर सम सॉर्ट ऑफ नेशनल एक्सपोजर जो इन कॉलेजेस में आपको मिला होगा
yeah,
एंड इट रियली शेप्ड अप, इट मस्ट रियली हेल्प यू इन योर फर्दर करियर, राइट?
yeah,
सो फाइनली आपने फिर जो है अमेजोन के बाद आपने इन द नवंबर मंथ यू हैव डिसाइडेड के नाउ यू वांट टू आल्सो गो, यू आल्सो वांट टू हैव सम एक्सपीरियंस इन द गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर, राइट?
yeah.
सो अब हम पढ़ाई से रिलेटेड बात पे आते हैं। लेट्स सपोज यू हैव
Okay.
डिसाइडेड इन द नवंबर मंथ दैट यू वांट टू
Mm,
गिव दिस एग्जाम एंड यू हैव आल्सो मेंशनड दिस दैट थ्रू
mm.
सम लिंक्डइन पोस्ट, सो देयर इज एन इनडायरेक्ट वे
Yeah,
you got to know about
yeah,
this, some informal
yeah,
way you say,
yeah.
yeah, उस तरीके से आपको पता चला and then you have already
Mm,
also cleared the exam. So the day
yeah,
you know, you get to know that this particular exam and you're eligible for this exam and the day you
mm,
have given this exam, इस बीच आई एम श्योर आपने अपनी पढ़ाई को लेके, हम स्पेसिफिक अगर
yeah.
बात करें, कई सारे आपने कुछ कुछ चैलेंजेस फेस करे होंगे बिकॉज टू प्रिपेयर एन एनी एग्जाम, एनी काइंड ऑफ एग्जाम,
Mm,
बीट एनी काइंड ऑफ कैट हो गया आपका या जेई का एग्जाम हो
yeah,
गया, इट रिक्वायर्स सम सॉर्ट ऑफ टाइम, सम सॉर्ट ऑफ प्लानिंग एंड ऑल्सो सम सॉर्ट ऑफ स्ट्रेटेजी
yeah.
कि आप कैसे करें। उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा बताइए, स्टूडेंट्स विल
Okay.
लाइक टू नो।
Okay, so for the first challenge which I would like to mention is
हम्म।
that you have to manage it with your full-time job,
हम्म।
and also that job is not an entry level. It's basically you are handling the all India operations for C returns.
हम्म।
Like
हम्म।
so, that's one of the challenging jobs. So
हम्म।
managing your preparations with that, and also
हम्म।
not diluting the quality of your work
हम्म।
at your workplace is also
हम्म।
one thing which you have to maintain because that's not negotiable. So that
हम्म।
is one of the biggest challenge for working professionals right now
हम्म।
to manage their job as well as the website.
हम्म।
So that's one of the biggest challenge. The second
हम्म।
challenge is the right resources to follow
हम्म।
because right now it's like over like the network, internet, and all those things are overflooded with resources.
हम्म।
You don't get to like a person is capable enough, but if he is in if he isn't putting his efforts in right directions, then all his efforts will not be paying him well
Hmm.
that much.
Hmm.
Now, so the second challenge is to opt out for the best resources, the correct resources,
Hmm.
which would help you to ace this exam. Because
Hmm.
in short term, you have to be very precise. The margin of error is very less for that.
Hmm.
You can't error out on things. So
Hmm.
this is the second challenge.
Hmm.
And third challenge is I would like to mention is don't listen to society at all.
Hmm.
Matlab, you should be hearing it because when I was preparing for this exam, people said to me, "Oh यार तुम तो Amazon की job है के बाद तुम क्यों आए पे आ रहे हो?"
Hmm.
So your priorities should be very clear in your mind what you have to do.
Hmm. Hmm.
Unless and until your priorities are not clear,
Hmm.
if you are if you are making decisions basis on others' inputs or
Hmm.
societal inputs, what they want you to do, then
Hmm.
even if anything goes like even if
Hmm.
you are doing anything, it will not go well because you will
Hmm.
be in duality, na. You would be
Hmm.
thinking, मैं सही कर रहा हूँ कि नहीं.
Hmm.
So these three things should be very clear.
Hmm.
First is that you have to manage. First challenge is to manage your. If you're working professional, you have to manage your studies with your job. Second
Hmm.
is the right resources, correct resources for PEP, and third is mental clarity that what you are doing, are you confident in yourself to do it or not?
Hmm. Hmm.
If you are solid grounded on these 3 points, then
Hmm.
more or less the things are then sorted out.
नहीं, very nicely you have put it, and very clearly we can differentiate about your
Hmm.
three suggestions in the terms of, first of all, आपका जो काम है उसके साथ पढ़ाई को मैनेज करना, it's not easy without compromising the work. Secondly, the pool of resources, which is actually the biggest challenge. I
Yeah.
would like to talk this about pool of resources in the later part. So this is also a very good challenge, very big challenge, because so many videos, so many content is available on the internet and you don't have the boundary of it, right? To
Yeah.
limit yourself, because as you have mentioned, you need to be very precise because time is very less. Their margin
Yeah.
of error is less. And the third thing is, which is a bit more related to the thinking process of the of the society pressure and the duality.
Hmm.
You have to be absolutely clear what is the motivation of particular person to go for this particular profile. So let
Hmm.
us come
Hmm.
to this pool of resources. So अगर हम subjects पे आए, अगर हम subjects की पढ़ाई
Okay.
पर आए, अलग अलग टॉपिक्स इसमें पढ़ने हैं, एंड अपने आप में एक डिसिप्लिन है, वो ऐसा नहीं है कि एक ही
Hmm.
डिसिप्लिन है, देयर आर डिफरेंट डिसिप्लिन, ऑपरेशन भी है,
Yeah.
स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट भी है, एंड सो ऑन, ठीक है? तो अब इससे रिलेटेड हमें कुछ बताइए कि आपने जब पढ़ाई जो करी, जब आप बैठे हैं टेबल पे कॉपी पेन लेके एंड यू आर स्टडिंग द
Hmm.
रिसोर्सेज, जिससे जो आपने तैयारी करी, उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा बताइए।
So when I filled this form, so my first thought was to यार कहीं से तो हेल्प लेनी पड़ेगी, अकेले
हम्म।
तो हो नहीं सकता.
हम्म।
So अकेले करेंगे भी तो उतना समय नहीं है मेरे पास.
हम्म।
It's not an exam that would be conducted 4, 6 months or 7 months after your notification.
हम्म।
These type of exams are very uncertain in the exam dates.
हम्म।
So you're not sure about the time period which you would be getting for preparations.
हम्म।
So you need to take help from others if you want
हम्म।
to pace it up.
हम्म।
So there is one of my one of my friend. His name is Abhishek Gautam. He is
हम्म।
also the student of human predators.
ओके ओके।
He cracked the exam in 2023.
ओके, द सेम प्रोफाइल।
Yeah,
हाँ।
same profile,
ओके।
C&MM. He's from I am Sambalpur, I guess. Yeah.
ओके।
So he's from So I took some guidance from him. Then
हम्म।
there was another person I took help that how should we ace this exam.
हम्म।
So from that I got to know that there is Human Predators Name
हम्म।
Institute which
हम्म।
provides specialized content for such type of examinations,
हम्म। हम्म।
specifically MBA based examinations, the
हम्म।
ones in which the qualification is MBA.
हम्म।
Because right now the market is flooded with graduate. Like,
हम्म।
if you will know that there is more of an exposure for graduate level examinations,
हम्म।
and the examinations for which the qualifications are MBAs are not that much of
हम्म।
people not much aware of those examinations.
हम्म।
So
हम्म।
for that, I got to know this institute human predators
हम्म।
from that one of my friend, and
हम्म।
then I then went to this. Okay, what are the course modules which I would be getting and all those
हम्म।
things? Because
हम्म।
to be honest, this paper, if I knew what the paper was,
हम्म।
the section one is of quantitative analysis, verbal ability,
हम्म।
reasoning, all
हम्म।
those things, current affairs.
हम्म।
So that I am like much of
हम्म।
I was well prepared because I have
हम्म।
attempted JEE and I have
हम्म।
prepared CAT.
हम्म।
In
हम्म।
both, I am around 99 percentile. So
हम्म।
in that, to be honest, I don't
हम्म।
want to like
No,
the
we
audience should
totally
be clear.
understand.
Yeah,
The experience, the required skill
yeah,
set is there. The exposure of
huh,
the questions is there, to be very
yeah,
specific.
yeah. So I don't
Hmm.
want to
Hmm.
keep the audience that
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
should want to give them real clarity that
Hmm.
that part was sorted for me,
Hmm.
to be honest.
Hmm.
And in my MBA, I had chosen these selectives which are
Hmm.
in the syllabus of the examination.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
more or less, I just wanted I wanted a content which was short, which
Hmm.
was to the point,
Hmm.
and which would help me to revise
Hmm.
like revise a number of times before my examination.
Hmm. Hmm.
So when I got the like when I deep dive into the human factors content, and it was
Hmm.
more or less suited my requirements.
Hmm.
There were dedicated booklets for different snippets like
Hmm.
material management. There was a booklet,
Hmm.
then there was a booklet for economics and all those
Hmm.
things. So
Hmm.
that helped me a lot, and they
Hmm.
were also pretty much like they could be revised. Like those booklets could be revised two
Hmm.
three times before the examination. So they were
Hmm.
not that much of bulky,
Hmm.
which we get
Hmm.
some which the classic sources are in
Hmm.
market.
Hmm.
So in that sense, the
Hmm.
things were great, and also there was I think four
Hmm.
to five mocks
Hmm.
offered by one writer. So for I practiced those mocks, and
Hmm.
that's it.
Hmm.
That was more or less.
Hmm. Hey, great, great. So I've highlighted very humbly everything, and
Okay.
this pool of resources is actually a biggest challenge. I mentioned it
Yeah.
that what is also this exam, जो NPCL का exam है, it is not that much very much into into the market or something.
Yeah.
ये काफी peculiar exam है. इसके लिए एक
Hmm.
right set of expertise लगती है, and
Hmm.
therefore obviously we specialize in management and commerce, and therefore
Hmm.
we know what is required in the terms of for this specific exams. ठीक है?
Yeah.
So, what I want to highlight here for the students is that the concise, to the point material, and although also the challenge of the time, the need of the time is this only कि we need to be very concise and very specific in our preparations. ठीक है? Finally, I would like to also, you have already highlighted many things and very clearly. Still, I want you to give some few tips to the final gist of it, final tips to the student, because see, many students, we have observed this in many of years, कई सारे स्टूडेंट्स जो है वो प्राइवेट से शिफ्ट करके पीएसयूज में जाते हैं, उनके लिए एक बहुत जरूरी, बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है. सो प्लीज उनके लिए कुछ फाइनल टिप्स आपकी तरफ से.
So basically, I wanted to highlight like if you are wanting to choose this career in public sector, I am not right now. I have my interview left,
हम्म.
but what my thought process is behind this
हम्म.
decision to move from private to government sector is
हम्म.
your what are your priorities in your life?
हम्म.
Are you comfortable in living far from your native land, earning
हम्म.
like private job or
हम्म.
like pay you hefty amount
हम्म.
in the currently?
हम्म.
But are you willing to also like with that hefty amount also comes a bit of uncertainty in
हम्म.
market? Na?
हम्म.
So that's a double-edged sword which you have to be careful of.
हम्म.
It's because right now market says that okay, no, you go into private and it will be a very rosy picture. No, it's not
हम्म.
that.
हम्म.
Competition is very brutal.
हम्म.
Inside the MNCs also, best of the brains are coming over there.
हम्म.
So you have to be on your toes.
हम्म.
So are you that type of a person who
हम्म.
can manage that type of environment and can sustain for a longer period of time? We are not asked, we are, this is not a college or engineering or graduation, some sort of thing that you have to just sustain for 2 3 years and then you
हम्म.
have done. No,
हम्म.
you have to carry it for a longer period of time
हम्म.
and it will be a bread and butter for your family. So
हम्म.
if you are a person who is okay with those type of environments, or if you are a person who wants to stay close to your parents, or
हम्म.
you are okay with a less job but you want but your like preference is to have a stable secure job
हम्म.
unless and not the money aspect of it,
हम्म.
so then you can switch into those jobs. Because for
हम्म.
example, I'm the only son of my family, so I will always prefer stability over uncertainty.
हम्म. हम्म.
So for me, that is a priority.
हम्म.
But that is the correct priority. I'm not saying that. That
हम्म.
varies from person to person.
हम्म.
So you have to choose what's your priority, what's your liking, what type of environment in which you want to work.
हम्म.
If it suits you, then you should
हम्म.
be deciding, okay, I would be working into a private sector or government sector. For me,
हम्म.
stability is much more important
हम्म.
than uncertainty and pay. So
हम्म.
that's why I've opted for government job.
Hmm. No, that's very beautiful answer from you.
Yeah.
You basically talked about the life choices, right? So
Yeah.
what kind of life you want to live? You want to live
Yeah.
in that particular life, that is also okay,
Yeah.
but it is the
Yeah.
one that is deciding what is your path,
Yeah.
right? That is a very good answer, and we
Your
hope.
needs are deciding what
Huh.
your wants should be.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah.
Great. So, obviously, this is the gist of the work-life balance, and you are the living
Yeah.
example of that particular definition, which we see in the
Hmm.
recent times across different balance. Very nice. And हमें बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके, एंड द क्लैरिटी दैट यू हैव, द हम्बलनेस दैट यू हैव, आई एम श्योर इट विल रिफ्लेक्ट, दिस 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 विल बी अ रिफ्लेक्शन फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स जो तैयारी कर रहे हैं, एंड ऑल्सो टू द पॉइंट प्लानिंग जो आपने स्पेसिफिक होकर बात करी कि टाइम लिमिट एंड एवरीथिंग. सो थैंक यू फॉर योर टाइम एंड ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर फर्दर प्रोसेस. थैंक यू चित्रांश.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
या
sir.
ओके.